I want to talk to you about the new Bobbi Brown collection for holiday, which is the Smoky, Sultry, and Smoldering collection. Got it? Smoky, Sultry, Smoldering. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but girls, it is nice. Basically, in the collection, Bobbi gives the smoky eye look a nice twist. And one of the things I always appreciate about Bobbi Brown is that she makes colors that are very functional and wearable. And she takes classic looks and classic makeup products and gives them a new twist, a new little oomph. So that's what she does here. She has three eyeshadow palettes. She has three eyeshadow palettes in the collection. And they're named Smoky, Sultry, and Smoldering. The smoky one is basically for your more traditional smoky eye. So you have a combination of a white and a gray and a darker gray and a really nice kind of onyx black. So that's the smoky. Sultry is interesting because sultry basically is a little bit more natural. So that color palette has a nice sort of antique gold color that looks a little bit tarnished and vintage. So it has like a brownish edge to it. And then you have this brandy brown color. And you have a nice bone beige. So you're basically creating a smoky eye, but you're making it very nice and very subtle, warmer. That's where the sultriness comes in. And then you have the Smoldering eye palette, which is mwah, love. The Smoldering is awesome. And it has an ivory eyeshadow. It has a heather lilac. So a very soft lilac. It's a little bit pinkish. And then there's a charcoal eyeshadow. And there is the Port Longwear eye paint. And the Port color is this beautiful, almost wine-like kind of plummy color, metallic. They have a lot of shimmer, the colors, and you just feel sexy when you put them on. I actually have some of the shades on. I'm going to lean up close a little bit later so you can see for yourself what they look like. But those are really the main components, you know, the smoky, the sultry, the smoldering. So there you go. That's the ace right there. And then there's some really nice lip color options. There's a beautiful color called Vintage Red, which I'm wearing now. And it's this color right here. And it's your classic red color. This is very old Hollywood. And I love it because of that sort of the traditional sexiness of it. You know, when you think of old Hollywood films and the vixen with the red lips, this is the shade that you would pretty much picture. And it's creamy, but it's not glittery. It's nice, it's moisturizing, and you know, you can kind of blot it and have a little bit of a stain or make it more dramatic. And that's one of the lip colors. There's also Vixen Red and Hollywood Red. So those I don't have to show you, unfortunately, but they're all kind of twists on old Hollywood traditional reds. So then there's also a metallic lip color, which is red. As you know, red lips for holidays, that's pretty much, you know, don't get better than that. That's like sleigh bells, mistletoe, Santa Claus, red, 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 red. So here we go. This is the metallic lip color. It's called Jewel Red. There's also a lip gloss in two shades of red. One is punchier, more apple red. The other one is a little bit more crimson. It's called Scarlet. And there's a lip liner also in the collection. So here, the lips basically for holiday in this collection are red. That's the order of the day. Smoky eyes, like I said, various components, various different styles. The Smoldering palette, which is the one that I'm totally obsessed with, because I think it's probably the most original in terms of the shades. I'm going to show it to you now. So here you go. This is a pretty amazing little guy right there. Like I mentioned before, you know, you have your beige color right here. It looks very white, but actually when you swatch it on the skin, it has more of a bone quality to it. You can kind of sort of tell from my finger. So there's a little yellow undertone there. That's not metallic at all. This is very classic satin shadow. Kind of has a little bit of that chalkiness to it. The next one right here, this is one of the prettiest shades. I just love it. And it is the color, they refer to it as Heather Lilac, which is pretty accurate. It's a really light lilac with a pinkish kind of undertone. And it also has sort of the silvery tint to it. It's really, really, really lovely. Then we have a black color, which is your typical black, but again, you know, as you can see, it's not metallic. It's pretty much matte. Nice. It gives your eye sort of that charcoal ashiness. And then you have the mysterious color over here, which is the port. And it's this lovely, lovely kind of very dark wine meets plum meets blackberry shade, and then it has some gold and some coppery sparkle in it. It's really, really pretty. So for today, for the look I created today, I kept it simple. I started with the Heather Lilac color, put that on the lids, and then took the port color, added it to the outside of the eyes, blended very thoroughly along the crease, both shades together, making sure to blend, 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 blend. And then, like I said, I'm wearing the vintage red color on my lips, and that's pretty much it. So there you have it. I mean, it's such a pretty collection, and I think the Smoldering palette is just, it's a very creative way to do a smoky eye. Nowadays, at least for me, you know, I can always pull out the old school smoky eye with the gray and the white and the black. But nowadays, you know, sometimes I want to give it a little bit more of a kick. And even though traditionally people always tell you if you have the smoky eyes, you should go for a nude lip. I don't think, you know, I'm kind of a rule breaker when it comes to that stuff. I think you can sometimes play up both. You just got to make sure not to go too costumey. But even then, if you go costumey, if you got the right swag, you can probably pull it off. So there you go. I think just be creative and have fun with it. That's what makeup is all about. I personally think these actually work really nicely together. And I think for this look, one of the things that I liked about it is that I had those lilac undertones, and I felt like the red sort of balanced it out. It wasn't too matchy-matchy, but it also wasn't clashing to the point where I was like, whoa. It just kind of was a nice contrast. So that's my take. Hope you check it out. Triple S, Smoky, Sultry, Smoldering, Bobbi Brown. In stores now. Check it, check it, check it. Let me know what you guys think. Want to hear all your thoughts on the collection once you go and you check them out.